Coaches, welcome back to this week's PGC Coaches Circle. Me and Graham are here. We're going to talk about two hacks as usual, one on culture, and then we're going to go with one on defense here in just a second. But let me start with culture. And we talked a couple weeks ago about character. I'm going to go just a little bit deeper into character. And one of the things that I want you to think about is you're observing players and coaches and yourself. How can you build character? And what signs to look for? Well, here's the hack. Oftentimes, our own displeasure is what we reflect on others. It's probably true at some point in your coaching career. I know it has been in mine. You know, when things aren't going well at home, or I'm not eating well, or I'm not healthy, or I'm tired, or whatever, you know, my displeasure and my anger gets reflected onto my players. And oftentimes, you know, players do the same thing. They may be being disrespectful to a coach or a teammate. They might be lacking respect in their own life. So be looking for signs when you watch your players and your coaches and yourself of things that they may be doing to others, and then try and ask those questions as to why are you doing these things to others, and it might come back to some own feelings in their life, and it'll help you to build character in them and to be able to turn that displeasure into pleasure. Now let's talk about defense.
A defensive hack today is attack the dribble. And this is when your defensive player is one pass away from the ball. Usually it's just in that regular help side. And we want to teach our players, instead of being reactive, we want them to be proactive. And we also teach our players, guard your yard. And what usually comes out of that is when they do guard their yard successfully, the offensive player looks to spin off that first initial contact. And we want that player who's in help side to attack the dribble. We want them to be proactive and go steal us a couple possessions to go down the other direction. And we're going to show a couple clips of that and tie it all together here in a few minutes.
Yeah, so these first couple clips you're going to see are on us just working on a drill in practice on attacking the spin dribble. So if we stay relational to the ball, as the ball moves one direction, we should be moving one direction, and then we're ready for that spin dribble. We'll see that. Then we'll go into some game film. We'll show you where it's not just off the spin dribble, it's just one pass away. Let's watch some clips. So coaches, let me tie all that up for you right there. And it's two different things. The spin dribble you saw us attacking, and also just one dribble away. Those are things that are going to make for a better defender. Now, when do you do that? Why do you do that? You can't just leave every time and go steal the dribble. You're going to give up easy buckets one pass away. So there's a couple things that have to happen. A good time when you are one dribble away or one pass away is to attack the dribble when you have a non-shooter. That's an opportunity to gain an advantage. The other one on the spin dribble, you know, a lot of times we tell defenders to stay in front of the dribble, but when they spin back, it's a hard thing to guard. So if you're sitting on that spin dribble, you can surprise people, whether it's in the full court or the half court. Other times you might want to do it is if you just decided there's one player who's a really, really good driver, you might want to just fire on them. Fire would be double them to go after it. As they take that first dribble, you just attack that dribble. Then you start getting in their head, and they don't start looking at those open spaces. One place we like to use it is when people get into one-on-one situations, ISO situations, and we say, hey, you know what, if somebody gets going on that second, third dribble and they're ISOing, let's go ahead and attack and let's blitz that and make another player make a play. So there's some times you might use it. There you go, coaches. Good luck this week. Hope the games go well for you.